Hello, this is Seema Bhutra here, and I am a purposepreneur alchemist. And I help people to be able to discover their purpose in life and build their business around it so that they can live their purpose through their business day in and day out. So today I'm here on the day 5 of our Arise challenge, which we had taken up 5 days back, and today is the fifth day of our Arise challenge. And on this journey, we've discovered beautifully how day by day we have unwinded one thing after the other, and we've tried to build up on our own selves and try to understand how we can elevate the game of our life. So, what we have been doing, let me just give a quick recap of the whole challenge to you and then talk about what is in store for us today. So, the day one in the Arise Challenge was built upon the alphabet A, which was the first alphabet of Arise. It was all about awareness. We spoke about how we can be more aware in our life, how we can totally, know about ourselves a little more, understanding ourselves a little more, how we can be more aware of our daily activities, our day-to-day activities, how we can introspect into our own self using beautiful tools like meditation and journaling. And I'm sure you'll agree with me, we tried to make meditation and journaling as easy as possible for ourselves, right? We understood how, in the best and easiest possible way, we can carry on meditation and journaling. So that was all about day one, where we were more aware and trying to understand ourselves better. On the day two, we stepped further, and as we were able to be more aware, now we were able to build up more on understanding who we are. So the day two was all about the alphabet R, the second alphabet of Arise, and it was all about recognizing your own self, recognizing who you are, recognizing what are the core values that build you as a person, and which you will never give up for anything in life, which you will never compromise on, which are the main foundation for your being. And apart from that, we also try to understand what do we want in life. See, many people in life fail to understand what they want. So on the day two of Arise Challenge, we tried to recognize who we are. We tried to know what we want in life, recognize our own dreams, our own desires, recognize what makes us happy. Apart from this, on the day two, we also learned about our strengths, to recognize your own strengths, to recognize what's special and unique in you, what can keep you going, what is it that you have, which is a very big strength for you, which maybe others don't are not so blessed to have, right? So all of this we did on day one and day two. Day three, day three was more about coming into action. Day three was more about I of arise, which means internalizing. On the day three, we learned how we can form goals through what we have understood about ourselves and what we've understood about what we want in life. We put all of this together to form our goals, to set our goals. And then, after we set our goals, we tried to make them more internalized in ourselves with the help of affirmations and visualization. These two tools, we understood how to use them, and we confirmed that with the use of these two tools, we'll be able to internalize our goals and become one with them. So once we become more, more aware of our goals, we are very clear, we have clarity about our goals, it becomes very easy for us to achieve these goals. And when we add tools like affirmations and visualization to these goals, it becomes much faster and the game becomes much easier. All right, so we did all this on the day three, and about the day four, On the day 4, we spoke about the alphabet S. S is all about, S was all about synergizing. And synergizing is what? To multiply the effect, to multiply the effect of anything by being able to bring, bring out two energies of similar uh, category together. So we were talking more about our internal and external, self. So internally we have certain values, dreams and desires, and externally we give it a form of our vision, goals and purpose. So we saw how we can combine these two, synergize these two, to be able to get multiplied effect of it. Also we understood how we can align our inner self with our outer self, with the person we are, and synergize it with the actions we take. So all of this builds up synergy in our life. We learned in detail how to do this. And today, on the day 5 of the Arise Challenge, we are on the final day and we're talking about the alphabet E. And what is alphabet E? Alphabet E represents elevate. So finally, at the end of Arise, the 5th day, we elevate ourselves. And how do we elevate ourselves? How do we help ourselves elevate in our lives? How do we even step up in the game of our life, which we've been talking about? Because initially, from the beginning, we've been talking about being able to take that next step in our life, being able to step up in our life, being able to, grow and just move ahead in our life, despite of anything, any challenges that we have anywhere, the way we are feeling stuck. We wanted to get unstuck and elevate ourselves. So, how are we going to do this? We can do this by living a life of purpose, by impacting the people around us. Remember, my friends, whatever you think, even if you think you have no special qualities or nothing special, I'm sure each one of us has something unique in us, which we have and we can offer to the world, right? Which we can offer to the world and impact the people around. This helps us elevate our life. This helps us take our life to the next level, and we live our life in such a way that we would want to wake up every morning, because we are every day doing something which is, which has a meaning more than our own selves, which has a much higher meaning in life. Not just ourselves, it is not restricted to you, it is not restricted to here, it is restricted to, not restricted to anything. It has no restrictions and limitations, it is beyond that. We are trying to go out there in the world and help people, impact them. We are trying to, at the end of the day, leave a mark, that even when we are not there in this world, even when we are gone, we are still there behind, because we are trying to leave that mark behind. With the uniqueness that we have, we are trying to leave it behind in some form or the other. We are trying to help people around and impact them, so that we can leave a mark behind, we can leave a legacy behind, right? Beautifully, as Sir Pablo Picasso said, the meaning of life is to find your gift, and the purpose of life is to give it away. This is very beautiful. This is so very beautiful. The meaning of life is to find your gift, and the purpose of life is to give it away. So life is all about this, and we spend years and years together finding meaning to our life, finding meaning in our life. And it's not that easy, but it is easy if a certain method is followed, to understand what your purpose of life is, to understand what meaning of your life is. Because the meaning of life is to find your gift. And how will you find your gifts? A lot of introspection is required. You'll have to follow each and every step of Arise for that. And the purpose of life is to give it away. And this meaning of life that you found can become a purpose of your life when you start serving the world, when you start giving it away, when you start helping people around, when you start to leave a mark behind. On this note, I would like to tell you a little more about purpose, because My friends, as you know, I am a purposepreneur alchemist and I help people to be able to discover their purpose. I am a internationally certified life purpose coach, and I know how we can help you bring out the best in you and discover your purpose. In this, for this, I have even helped a lot of people do this, and with the help of my uniquely designed tool called Tips Matrix. This is a tool, and I use this method of tips matrix methodology in which I help people discover their own purpose. And it becomes very simple, as difficult as it may sound when we talk about it, as complicated as it may sound. But this entire process of 3 days makes it so very easy to understand the meaning in our life, to build a foundation for our own purpose of our lives. Let me give you a little more detail about purpose. Friends, purpose is a guiding intention of your life. It is like that guiding light which you see far away, and it keeps guiding you how to move forward. So, stepping up in your life, elevating your life, taking that next step, taking each decision in your life, all of it becomes much more easier when you have a purpose in your life. Isn't it? So, is it not very important for us to have a guiding intention in our life? Yes, it is. And also, purpose is an organizational principle that helps you realize your ideas and make an impact. What does it do? It helps us understand, realize our own ideas, gives us a lot of insights into ourselves, depending on based on our values, based on our strengths, based on many other things. We realize what is that unique thing in us. We learn how to make an impact. What can help us create an impact? We realize all of this. My friends, purpose is also that compass in your life which takes you closer and closer towards the core of who you are. So the journey again goes backwards to who you are. We all began from who we are, understanding our values, understanding who we are at the core. And now, purpose is something which will take you back to that core of yourself, that very the reason of your being, right? And the true core of yourself is again directed to you by your purpose, and how that true core, that truth, can make impact in the world. Isn't it? This is so beautiful, right? Yeah. Purpose is also something, my friends, which gives meaning to your life. Purpose is something which gives beautiful meaning to your life. It is, it gives you a reason. It gives you a reason to be able to live, the reason for your existence, and the answer for the question that you've always been trying to find: why am I on this earth? Why am I here for? What is my higher purpose? Isn't it? Every human being at some point of the other in their lives find this need of this question to be answered: who am I? What do I want? And why am I here on this earth? What is the greater meaning in my life? What is my higher purpose? These are the questions which so many people take it back to the grave unanswered. I'm sure you don't want to be one of those. I'm sure you want to answer your questions. I'm sure you want to know who you are. I'm sure you want to know what you want to do in life, what makes you happy. I'm sure you would want to understand how you can leave an impact in this world. I'm sure you want to know what is your purpose in your life, your higher purpose, your greater meaning in your life. My friends, you believe it or not, your purpose will help you live a life where you get to spring out of bed every morning. Just jump out of bed every morning. Because you know why? Because once you know your purpose, you're no more working. You're living your purpose. And it is very, 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 very fulfilling to be able to live your purpose. Something beyond today, something beyond now, isn't it? And you're doing that thing because it's very special to you. Once you realize what is that special thing to you, how that can impact the world, how you can share it with the world, how you can serve the world, life becomes so meaningful, isn't it? Serving the world with your gifts, serving the world with your genius, creating a multi effect impact on this world before you leave away. It gives all the meaning to your life. Beautiful it makes. So what I want to tell you all, my friends, about purpose is, you don't find your purpose. You create it. Purpose is a purpose is something which you discover, you create. It is a step by step process. And I'm ready here to guide you all through this entire process, handhold you all step by step, and make it very easy to find your purpose, to find that foundation on which you will be able to build your business. And as I'm an entrepreneur with an experience of 19 years, I will help you, my friends, to discover this purpose and build your own business around it, so that you're living your purpose and helping the people with what special you have, what unique you have, the gift that you have, which you can share with others, isn't it? So, on this note, I would also like to tell you that I'm coming up with with my 3-day program, my signature program called Purposepreneur Arise Formula. So, if you are someone who believes entrepreneurs are born and not made, don't live this myth. Don't live this myth, my friends. Entrepreneurs are made. You can be an entrepreneur too. Anybody for that matter who has certain traits, certain qualities, minimum basic qualities, can make you an entrepreneur. And we will discover this through the 3-day journey. If you're not sure whether you can become an entrepreneur without an experience or without a MBA degree, then I want to break your myth. It is possible. It is possible for you to become an entrepreneur. And why am I able to say this? Because I have been an entrepreneur for 19 years. And I can truly, break that myth of yours that it's not necessary that you have to be born an entrepreneur, that you have an experience of an entrepreneur. No. And did you know, my friends, that you can earn millions while impacting millions? And that's the way purpose is built, and business is built around your purpose, so that you can live your purpose in such a manner that you are able to create an impact on millions while making millions for your own selves. So, in this Purposepreneur Arise formula, the 3-day interactive, live and interactive sessions that I will be conducting online, I will be sharing with you all my uniquely designed tips matrix tool, which has helped many aspiring entrepreneurs mentored by me to become purpose driven entrepreneurs, or purposepreneurs, as I call them, and build their dream business without investing lakhs of rupees. And even if they have no entrepreneurial background or a supporting degree, even you can become a purposepreneur. So, in this 3-day program that I'm talking about, the Purposepreneur Arise formula, we talk about so much about our dreams. We get into depth of our dreams, our vision. We try to understand and assess our strengths as an entrepreneur. We bust all myths around entrepreneurship. We overcome a lot of fears related to entrepreneurship that have shattered $1 million dreams of people even before they came to the light of day. And this tips matrix tool will help you discover basic ideas around which your business can be built. You will be able to get clarity and direction in life. You will be able to take a leap of faith towards entrepreneurship. You will be able to explore your why as an entrepreneur. All right? You will be able to do that. And You will also be able to truly rediscover your identity. You will rediscover your identity and step into the identity of a purposepreneur. Whatever is your purpose, you will take that purpose and build your business around it. We will be setting a base for the whole of this with the help of our tips matrix tool. And we will be able to discover our higher purpose, which will help you arise as a purposepreneur. We've been learning all about arise throughout these 5 days. And this program, which is of 3 days only, will help you arise as a purposepreneur as well. You will be able to uncover your purpose and align it with your core mission of your business. So your mission of your business will be based on your own purpose, which you will align with this mission, which makes all the difference in building a business and life that is impactful, meaningful, and fulfilling. Or not only this, my friends, when you sign up for this program, you get bonuses worth around 16,000 rupees. Yes, bonuses worth around 16,000 rupees. And all this comes to you at a very small price. At a very small price, I will be sharing with you the details about the price and the link for registration in the description of this video as well as the comments below. So do enroll for the course, and you must enroll for the upcoming batch so that you will be able to use this tips matrix methodology under my guidance and be able to set a beautiful foundation for your purpose based business. All right. So on this note, what I would like to tell you, my friends, is arise in your life using this 5 step arise methodology, which I have just helped you with throughout these 5 days. And I'm sure life will never be the same again. And every time you feel stuck in life, just apply this 5 step methodology and you will start feeling unstuck. You will start seeing the steps beyond. You will start seeing what to do next. It will help you elevate your life, rise in your life, step up in the game of your life. And if you really want and you're keen of knowing your purpose, the question which every human has in his mind, and if you don't want to go away from this world with this question unanswered, then do join my course, do sign up for this program, and life will never be the same again for you. And I promise that to you. See you all. Love you all so much. Thank you all for being a part of this 5 day challenge with me and helping me live my mission of adding value to millions of people's lives, of adding value and impact to people and help them understand who they are, understand what the purpose of their lives is, understand that they too can build a business around their purpose. Thank you all for being there with me on this journey of 5 days. Thank you all for being able to absorb everything of these 5 days. And I'll be really happy to see you all implement everything in your lives and step up in your life and arise in your life. Thank you and goodbye.